So this is pretty obvious. So today I'm going to talk 4 specific strategies, and I'm going to give you some examples and some tools for each one of them. So becoming highly self-aware is my strategy number 1. And for some people, you may say, you know what, that's obvious, Vinod. What's new about here? And I'll tell you, as a consultant, as a coach, I've gone through numerous self-assessment. Self-assessments, and my next slide will have those tools, which tells you about your values, which tells you about your strengths, which tells you about your style. The more you know about yourself, the greater chances you have to unlock that full potential. Second strategy is asking for help, finding mentors, teachers, coaches who like you and who are willing to invest time and energy to bring the best out of you or help you in that direction. Third is zero in on your creativity. And those creativity have dimensions of like dreaming, visualizing, imagining. A lot of us have that great potential in us, but we may not have engaged in our creative self. Maybe we were great, very creative when we were younger in college, and later somewhere our creative went out. So that's that. And then the last one is playing your bigger game, doing something that's bigger than you. So those are the quickly 4 things, and I'm going to just expand on them. And then we're going to get into that breakout room where you're going to use these strategies to decide what you want to do next. Next slide, Laura. I'm conscious of the time. So becoming highly self-aware. Again, my self-awareness today is so much better than when it was when I'm in 30s and 40s, because I invested a great deal of time. So there is a book called Strength Finder. It's by Gallup organization. The tool is called Clifton Strengths. By taking a simple test, which takes about a couple of hours, you can find out what your top 5 strengths are. At a company where I work, all the employees were told to take this test, Clifton Strengths. So this organization has bundled 34 universal strengths. So the funny part is most of us are unique, and so each one has a different combination of strengths. But if you want to know more about yourself, invest an hour of your time in taking that Clifton Strengths test. They will send you a report with your top 5 strengths. Knowing that is an amazing thing. And I see somebody saying, yeah, I love the Clifton Strengths, Caroline, thank you. So in our company where I work, everybody was supposed to take that. So that's a great tool. The other tool is DISC personality test. It's a style test, what kind of person you are in a stylistic way. So I learned about 5-6 years back that I am S. S is a steady kind of guy who loves to be the glue in a team, kind of like the conciliator, kind of brings everybody together. Now, there are people who are very decisive, have great execution capability, and they're dominant kind of people, and they are like to be the project leaders and those kind of things. But I work well. I am my best self when I am in that steady mode where I bring people together. I'm the glue to the team and so on. So as a result of knowing this style, I stopped chasing certain roles in the company, because I said, you know what? I don't want to be a leader of 50 people. I may not do well. My strength is here. My personality is here. I'm going to focus there. So the other tool, which we learned in our coach training also, is called value assessment. There is an organization called the Values Institute. They offer this online test. And through an hour of work, you can tell what your deep values are. And we know that when we are living in alignment with our values, with our strengths, we do so much better. Next slide. And jump in if you have a question. You can raise your hand and I'll be happy to answer. I know we have limited time.
I hate to interrupt, but there is one question in the chat from Marcus.
Sure.
No,
Right.
What strategies do you have for Marcus's last question?
And the question was?
How do you play the bigger game with something bigger than you?
Right. I'm coming to that. That's a strategy number 4. That's on my next slide. Just wait a bit. So the strategy number 2 is finding mentors, teachers, coaches who like us and we use them. So guys, this book I'm writing is called The Interview. There's a chapter on asking for help. I view that as a superpower. I have learned that I can do only so much, that there are so many other areas where I don't know how to do it. And so I'm constantly asking people who will work with me, collaborate with me, mentor me, teach me. And even in my consulting work, when I don't know something, I call in 4 or 5 people in the room and say, I've been asked to do this. How do I do it? Please tell me. And every day I sit in a gratitude practice. I do this every day, and I thank my mentors, my teachers, my coaches who have played a big role in me being who I am today. You guys have known that through your high school days, college days, that these mentor teachers, coaches can be a great way to enhance the recognition of that larger view. So, and all it takes is thinking of people who could be providing you that assistance, calling them, reaching out, and they'll show up. I needed to write a book. I didn't know how to do good editing, so I hired an editing coach to work with me on the book. So she has been my partner all along as I was writing. So simple thing, but it expands, it makes things happen possible. Next slide. So this is, I talked about it earlier, zeroing in on your creativity, dreaming, imagining, visualizing. You have heard of Olympic athletes who visualize the track they're going to run and the 7-8 minute run. They visualize the whole run in their mind. For me, coming to America, for example, was a big dream. I imagined it, I dreamt about it, then I pursued it, and one day, I ended up getting a scholarship and I came to America. So all of us have that capacity to dream, to imagine, to visualize what we can become tomorrow. And this picture I'm showing here is that you don't have to jump with everything in that creativity. You can take some baby steps. You can take some pilot steps. You can say, okay, I want to write a book. Let me write 10 pages and see how it feels like. Or you want to be a speaker, you join Toastmaster and see, I'm going to see, try it a couple of months and see how it feels like. So that's a surefire way to expand your horizon and provide you greater capacity to be that. Next slide, Laura. So this playing the bigger game part, this workshop I'm doing for you today, that's me playing my bigger game. I'm not getting paid for this, but I love doing this. I love connecting with people. I love helping people who are pursuing these kind of things. I'm playing my bigger game. And I'll tell you a story where at this company I work, there's a cafeteria and there's a woman who is the cashier. And every person who comes through her line, she welcomes them in such a nice way. She'll say, Mr. Jain, how are you? So she makes me feel special. And I've talked to her. I said, why are you so nice? She said, I go to a church, and that's one thing I told myself, that I'm going to be nice to everybody who comes to my counter. So Playing your bigger game is thinking beyond yourself, like thinking about the people around you, your community, your county. It could be anything. When you play that bigger game, there is something magical happens, and it enhances our human experience. It enhances our connectedness. It enhances our joy. And so obviously there's more to each one of these strategies. I can't cover all of it.